Hey guys, GamerZach here and welcome to my top 10 PC MMO games to watch in 2015. Now, MMOs are all about a player-driven world and a living society, but some games are really trying to push the limits. Band together with your friends, or maybe you think it's best to carve your own way through these upcoming titles. First up, we've got Life is Feudal by BitBox Limited, a fascinating development where you live in a realistic medieval multiplayer sandbox with terraforming, modular construction, crafting, and an interesting combat system. Two options of multiplayer are available. The Your Own edition allows you to host your own server, or there is the all-out free-for-all public server. This could become a medieval dream come true, or just a big mess, so keep an eye on this one. Next we have Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade by Behaviour Interactive. If you're looking for a more action-packed MMO, then the Warhammer universe is probably a good place to start. This sci-fi third-person shooter MMO promises epic PvP battles. Choose a faction, form a squad with other players, wage war, explore the world, rise through the ranks of your faction, and prepare to battle for Arcona, using everything from sniper weapons, tanks, to brutal melee. Then we have H1Z1 by Sony Online Entertainment. Still in development, this game is primarily about surviving a zombie apocalypse in the United States. Players have to interact with resources in the world to survive, build shelters, and craft weapons. The emphasis isn't about killing each other, but in multiplayer cooperation, trading, and team building to survive against the zombies. It's still got a ways to go and could be amazing, so keep watch to see if it turns out good. And then we've got EverQuest Next by Sony Online Entertainment. Promising to be a next-gen MMORPG, this new EverQuest is shaping up to be very interesting. With a voxel-based world, the terrain and structures are fully destructible, and changes can be permanent. Choices you make will leave persistent consequences on the game world, and classes are not as rigid as before and allows for creative mixes. If you've been an EverQuest fan, then you're already excited, and if you haven't been, then this might sway you. Next up, we've got Kingdom Under Fire 2 by Blueside and Phantagram. Heading over to the Asian side, here we have a South Korean high fantasy MMORPG RTS that will have single player and online modes. The story continues the chronology of the series after the events in Circle of Doom. The interesting mix of RPG mode and RTS mode is the big draw, but executing a mixed playstyle game can be tricky. The game is in beta and has fallen into development hell in the past, so it'd be a good idea to have a close look before investing in this one. Next we have Black Desert by Pearl Abyss. Also from Korea, this high fantasy sandbox-oriented MMORPG promises a seamless world and large-scale castle sieges. The game revolves around the conflict between two rival nations. Key features are a parkour system, dynamic and dangerous weather, player housing, active combat requiring manual control, and mounted combat. It's meant to be free to play, so check this one out to see if it can draw you in. Then we have Lost Ark Online by Smilegate and Tripod Studio. Still on the Asian side, here's a really nice looking MMO hack and slash. The combat looks amazing and it's definitely a world that you could get sucked into. A class-based system with customization options are featured, along with adventures, minigames, and of course PvP. Will their global release plans hold up? We'll have to wait and see. Up next, we've got Wonder by Wonder MMO. Here we have a unique one, a combatless, non-competitive, collaborative MMO focusing on exploration and beauty. You begin as a giant tree and have to explore the world to discover its secrets, and the selling point is that it's all non-confrontational. The idea is that you'll collaborate with others to piece together the plot and unlock new experiences. This isn't going to be for everyone, but if you are into games like Myst Online, then you might want to check this out. And then we have Tree of Saviour by IMC Games. If you were or are a Ragnarok fan, then here's one for you. This MMORPG is considered to be the spiritual successor to Ragnarok Online, with its charming 2.5D graphics and anime style. The game features an open world, unique class and advancement systems, as many as 80 character classes, 200 bosses, and progression that isn't forced by quests. After getting some international attention outside of South Korea, the developers put in the effort to begin communicating in English, and they will translate the game into English. Definitely one to watch. Finally, we have Star Citizen by Cloud Imperium Games. If you haven't heard of Star Citizen yet, then you've probably been hiding really well. Still in development, I feel it deserves at least one more year in the to-watch spotlight, as features and mechanics being revealed are really intriguing. FPS, ship modularity, pets, detailed AI, alien languages, and so much more is being promised. Still raking in many millions of USD every month, it's now over $65 million raised. This probably makes it the most hyped, high-stakes game in development right now, and definitely one you should keep an eye on, if for nothing else, just to know what's up. And before we go, an honorable mention, Elite Dangerous by Frontier Developments. Alright, I know Elite Dangerous technically fully released in December 2014, so it's not in the top 10, but the game is not really complete. They plan to continue development with major expansions, and we can expect to see some game changers through 2015. Just as an official plan, we have atmospheric flights and landings, prospecting on airless rocky planets, walking around interiors, combat FPS, planetary surfaces, and giant executive control ships. Looking at that list of upcoming features, it could definitely change your mind on the game, so best keep watching this one. Now, most of these games should be releasing in 2015, but either way, you should keep an eye on developments to see if these games will become your second life or a complete time waster. Alright, that wraps up my top 10 PC MMO games to watch in 2015. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, drop me a like or share it with your friends. The support is always appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.